What up, YouTube? Ed coming back on Super Bowl Sunday with a one package just because, coming from an absolute YouTube legend, Mr. Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards, Mike Fabian. Absolutely bombed my mailbox. I was really scared when I saw this package sitting on my doorstep. Came in a small USPS priority mail flat rate box. Thing was heavy, felt like it was over 10 pounds, and sure enough, just cracking this one open now, getting all the cards out. Mike did an incredible job packing everything, and I think he used an entire roll of painter's tape for just all the cards that he sent. So wanted to get these all ready for video, but just stacks and stacks of cards. Everything top loaded and in penny sleeves. So I'm going to be going through all those cards. And it was an absolute pleasure last year at the National to room with Mike, to get him up to speed kind of how the hobby is and how the YouTube sports card community is, because Mike was an absolute pillar of the community a decade ago. Just a really integral part of the community, did so much for a lot of people, and he's been out of the hobby, he's been out of YouTube for several years, but last year, 2023, came back strong, came to the National, was there Wednesday through Sunday. He's been doing pretty much daily videos now, so I'm going to leave his link down below. Please go check him out. I voted for him for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame back in 2019 and 2020. And it's kind of funny now because he deleted his old channel. So there's this loophole. He came back, same username, same everything. But came back this year, created his channel. But he wasn't eligible to vote or to be voted for, even though he's an old school YouTuber who's been around for an incredibly long time here on YouTube. But I'm just very glad Mike's back. It's been really fun talking to him. I had a blast at the National, catching him up to speed on a lot of the different things within the community and how things have changed. Some for the better, some for the worse. And it's been fun to see his reaction to certain things within the hobby and also within the community. And sometimes it feels validating because we share a lot of the same opinions on certain things. So it's great to explain certain things within the hobby or on YouTube, and just to hear Mike's take on it, Mike's opinion on it. So if you guys can do me that favor, check out his channel, Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards. An actual legitimate old school YouTuber. Go check him out. But he sent me a nice note here. He put, Ed, hope you can find a home for these cards in your collection. I included some investment cards to get your investment PC started. You really need to up your game if you want to maintain the influencer status you rant and rave about. Can't wait to hang out again in Cleveland and have some laughs. Thanks for being a great friend and for always being a straight-up guy. Enjoy, your friend, Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards. Mike Fabian. So, Mike, greatly appreciate that. That kind of alludes to some of the stuff I was trying to catch up on in regards to the YouTube side of things, because I was telling Mike at the National, if you've been on YouTube from 2011 to 2018 and then you took a break and you came back in 2023, it's night and day different on some of the stuff you're going to see here on the YouTube community side of things. So you got to get a strict learning curve, as I told Mike. But here's all the cards he sent. Tons of stuff for the Phillies PC. We got a Bailey Falter rookie card out of Topps Flagship. Nice Michael Jack Schmidt Upper Deck collection. Old school Schmidt here. 89 Donruss. Year he retired. Welcome to Philly, Bryce Harper. Cool subset Topps did. We got a Kyle Gibson rainbow foil. He had a very nice season for the Orioles last year, but also did real well for the Phillies. Kind of a late season acquisition for them when they went to the World Series. We got a gold foil here of Rhys Hoskins, who is now on the Brewers. He has signed. Another really nice Rhys. But he's on the Brewers now. I'm glad to see him get a contract and be on a team. I think he's going to do well with the Brewers, and I wish him the best. Again, pretty disappointed that the Phillies didn't extend him anything in the offseason. I would have liked to have seen him back on a one-year deal, especially since he did not play last year. But it seems the Phillies made up their mind to move on since they're moving Bryce Harper, I'm pretty sure permanently, to first base. Then we got Nails, 94. Lenny Dykstra definitely could have been the MVP of the National League in 1993. Had a pretty insane season. I believe Barry Bonds won that year. Fernando Valenzuela, Pepino Man's boy. Played for the Phillies one year. Here's an awesome player from the 93 Phillies. Won a World Series championship with the Marlins. Jim Eisenreich. Awesome player. There's Rhys again. Mickey Moniak. He'll be playing every day for the Angels. Alec Boehm, acetate. I think the Phillies were able to avoid arbitration with him and got him all situated contract-wise for another year. Bobby Abreu. Kurt Schilling. 97 season highlights, Kurt Schilling. His 97 season was very, very good. That Phillies team was not good, but Kurt Schilling was exceptional for the Phillies that year. Got some Bryce Harper, flagship. Little Trey Turner, Captain America. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. The Red Heritage Refractor of Bryce Harper. That is numbered out of 573. Beautiful card there. Brotherly Love, Bryce Harper and Trey Turner. Welcome to Philly. Insert. Bryson Stott, rookie debut. Mark Appel, rookie. I don't think he's with the Phillies at the moment. Tyrese Maxey, he's been doing very, very well for the Sixers. Unfortunately, Embiid's been hurt, so it's just been a little difficult. Juan Soto, who's now on the Yankees, so I know Mike was very excited about that, being a New York Yankees fan. Cardshield.com, Matt Bierlin. Tyrese Maxey from Hoops. The Answer, Allen Iverson. Ricardo Perez, first Bowman. Welcome to Philly insert of Bryce Harper. 83 insert of Rhys Hoskins from 2018 Topps. Rookie insert. Bryce Harper, 35th anniversary. Beautiful card. Dale Murphy. Had a couple seasons with the Phillies. 91-92. I think he was on the Rockies in 1993, if I remember correctly. Stadium Club, always great photography there. Bryce Harper. Dalton Guthrie, blue border. I think that's one of the retail exclusives. Mickey Moniak Prism, rookie. And we got a refractor I think this is from Chrome Update, Bryce Harper. So just tons of cards for the Phillies PC. I'm not even halfway there. Gold foil, Reese Lightning. Nice shine there. Stars of the MLB, Kyle Schwarber. Trey Turner. JT Realmuto. X-Fractor. Gold of JT Realmuto. Die cut of Mike Schmidt. Reese Lightning Rainbow Foil. Trey Turner 35th anniversary. Generation Now Alec Boehm. Kicking it back to 1993. Mickey Morandini Golden Moments. In the wings, Juan Soto. Me and Mike were talking a lot about Juan Soto at the National. And this was before he went to the Yankees. And I know Mike was talking about how much he was a fan of Soto and his game. And I'm pretty sure Mike mentioned at the National his aspirations for maybe Soto going to the Yankees or being traded there. And sure enough, a couple months later, the Padres did move Juan Soto to the Yankees. So I know if I was a Yankees fan, I'd be incredibly excited to have Soto on my team. I think his approach is just really needed, especially in a playoff setting. The one frustrating part about the Phillies' loss against the Diamondbacks, especially their offensive woes towards the back end of that series, was their inability just to get on base and their plate approach in that series. Like I said, especially towards the end, in around game 5, 6, and 7, the plate approach of a lot of the players was just insanely frustrating to watch. Not working counts, swinging at pitches well out of the zone, just making the job real easy for the opposing team and the pitcher. But Soto's not really wired that way. I mean, from everything I have seen, from all the games I have watched of Soto, he does not get himself out most of the time. He's always swinging at strikes, and I think that way of hitting is just criminally undervalued. Yes, he gets a lot of walks, but would you rather get a walk, or would you rather swing at junk out of the zone and get yourself out? I'll take the walk any day of the week. We shouldn't be penalizing players for being smart hitters. The name of the game is to get on base. I think Soto should do that well with the Yankees. I'm curious to see where he'll be hidden in that lineup. So we'll see how Aaron Boone does this year. Showing off some beautiful rookies here of number 5, Donovan McNabb. A lot of people around here have been talking about McNabb a lot recently, and also a lot of those Eagles teams that Andy Reid coached. Andy Reid is going for another Super Bowl today, going for another ring. A lot of people around here have been talking about Andy Reid nationally. A lot of people have been talking about him. I think the overwhelming majority of Eagles fans are extremely happy for Big Red to see him get these wins and get these rings. I know a lot of his players absolutely adored him here in Philadelphia. Brian Dawkins, Trent Cole, Ike Reese. A lot of those guys absolutely go to bat for Andy Reid. It's just unfortunate that he was here for, I think, 14 years. And while the Eagles were very, very good in those 14 years, just could never seem to get over the hump and win the Super Bowl. Got to one Super Bowl under Andy Reid. They faced the Patriots. Lost to the Patriots that year in a very, very close game. Lost by only 3 points. But also went to 5 NFC championship games and lost 4 of them. Buccaneers, Panthers, Cardinals. Might have been 4 NFC championship games. I think I added an extra one on there. Cesar Hernandez. But yeah, so at least in my lifetime, every single gut-wrenching, painful Eagles loss outside of last year's Super Bowl has been with Andy Reid at the helm. That's another reason why last year's Super Bowl really, really stung a lot. It's because the Eagles had that game in hand. Not as badly as the Falcons, but they had that game well under control at halftime, and the defense just absolutely never showed up to the field in the third and fourth quarter. And then I feel like Nick Sirianni wasn't understanding the pace, the flow of the game come the third and fourth quarter. I think it became abundantly clear in the third and the fourth that the Eagles needed to keep going for it, keep trying to keep scoring pace with the Chiefs. Just, you need touchdowns. You need touchdowns. Field goals are not going to do anything for you. And I think the Eagles kicked 2 field goals in the second half. And, of course, that wasn't good enough because the Eagles let the Chiefs score every single time they had the ball in the second half. Kim Baptiste. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the game goes today. 49ers versus the Chiefs. My preseason pick for the Super Bowl was the Chiefs versus the Eagles. I had a rematch. If you've been watching the channel, you know my thoughts on the Eagles, especially after the Cardinals game. So that was my coming to Jesus moment for the Eagles after the Cardinals game. And I promptly changed my pick for the Super Bowl to the Chiefs versus the Niners, which that's the Super Bowl right now. And not to be braggadocious or anything, but for the playoffs, I only got 2 games wrong, and both of them involved the Texans. I thought the Browns would beat the Texans, but the Texans beat the Browns. And then I was not a believer at all in the Ravens. And I thought the Texans would beat the Ravens, but the Ravens beat the Texans. So both times I was wrong involved the Texans. Every other game, I should say, I correctly predicted outside of those 2. And 2 weeks ago, well, after the AFC and NFC championship games, I was very confident, feeling on top of the world, thinking the Chiefs would win the Super Bowl by 2 scores. And less than 24 hours to go towards the game. I'm not as confident, but I've been saying it since pretty much the middle of October that the Chiefs were going back into the Super Bowl. I would most likely win, so not going to bail out now. We got to take this ship. We either go with the ship or we sink with the ship. And yes, who do I want to win the Super Bowl? I do want the Chiefs to win because I am financially incentivized to have the Chiefs win, sports betting wise, if you know what I mean. But we'll see what happens. Next are some more cards from Mike. So we got a little stack here. Go through this. Got a gold refractor of Mark Appel, numbered out of 50. Nick Williams, rookie card from Topps Holiday. We got a Independence Day of Miguel Franco, numbered out of 76. These are very, very tough pulls, but the Independence Day cards, I always look out for them because they always pop with the Phillies colors. And, of course, Philadelphia, birthplace of America, Independence Day for a Philadelphia team. That's hand in glove. Nick Williams, Independence Day. Fun fact, Nick Williams won me a fantasy baseball championship by hitting a inside the park home run on the last day of the season. So Nick Williams always has a special place in my heart, and that is an absolute beautiful card. Independence Day of Nick Williams. Then we got a rookie here of Juan Soto, Topps Chrome. We got a Jalen Hurts, certified. And an Alec Boehm gold refractor, numbered out of 50. Awesome card. Mike, way too much. Absolute overkill here, my friend. Just truly and utterly ridiculous. Then we got a SGC. This is from 2023 Topps, the Royal Blue Juan Soto, and a SGC Mint 9 from Series 1. Nice Soto in the tux. And then he wrote invest on this. Guess we're doing some investing. And I think there's a freaking Topps Dynasty card in here, so what in the seven hells? We got a Will Greer Panini Prism. Will Greer. Stud. Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. This is a Topps Dynasty numbered out of 10 of Rhys Hoskins with two things of the patch. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this was old school YouTube, we would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colors. 8 swatch colors there. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The dynastic deed of Eastern Connecticut sports cards. Beautiful, beautiful card here. Mike, this is absolute overkill. And then we got an Obsidian autograph to top it off of Will Greer. Will Greer, in all honesty, should probably be in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. This is numbered out of 100. He's probably been around longer than... What year did he come in the league? 2019? Yeah, he definitely meets the 3-year experience to 3-year requirement to get in. Willie Greer. Let me take this tape off so you can see Will's face. Incredible. Mike, absolute freaking overkill. 24 minutes of your viewing pleasure on Super Bowl Sunday. Godspeed. And remember this moment when the confetti falls and Travis Kelce is probably the MVP and gets hitched to Tay-Tay. Remember, you heard it first on the WeskerGriff channel. Peace. Who's still with me? Respect the history. Check out the old school YouTubers. Respect the history.